Hello, you are welcome back. Now I want to show you how to draft and cut the hip tight. The tights that we are going to attach the hip that we did. So what we have now, before you cut, what to take into consideration, make sure you use a stretchy fabric. You can see how stretchy this is. So you divide the person's hip by 4. Normally I used to divide my hip by 3 when I'm making trousers, but this time I will divide by 4 because I don't want much allowance, because I want it tight, I mean very tight on the person. So her hip is 40, then I now divide the 40 by 4, which is 10. I just add a little allowance in it, just seam allowance. So that which is 10, I make it 11 inches. Then for the length, I'm using 16 for the length. But before I put the 16, I will bring out 2 inches for the folding allowance, for the hemming allowance. Then I measure the 16. Now I bring out the crotch. I'm using 9 inches for the crotch length, and 2 inches down, so we have gotten the crotch. Then the next thing is to go to the length of the tight at her lap side. That's where the length stop. The circumference of the place that is stop is 18. So that 18 I divided by 2, which is divided by 2, which is 9. So I will have to mark out 9 here. Then I will just connect this to the 9 direct. No need of measurement of the lap and every other thing. Okay. So the next thing we are doing now is the back side. But before we cut the back, because this time we are not joining the seam line like the side seam, we are cutting it together. Just mark out that side. So I need to cut out the thighs, the front part, before we now start with drafting the back side. Before the one side of it, we now use one side to cut the other part of it. Now this is the front. We need to draft the back together with it. Now we start with the crotch, the extension of the crotch. I'm using 2 inches, just 2 inches. I don't want it too long. So I got 2 inches, and the down part to come and meet this. Already I put I did not put allowance, so I will now add ½ inch allowance here, just to use it to hold it. So then here you measure 1 inch at the up side. You take it direct because the elastic. But you not just stop here. You know that the butt, the side part is higher than the front, so you always add at least 1.5 or 2 inches here. This time I'm adding 2 inches at the top here, then I direct it back to the side seam. Then cut out the other part of it. Remember to notch the 2 sides to be able to know the middle of it. So to cut it now is to go direct. Remember the front and the back of the fabric. It was folded like this, so we are going to open it this and place it direct. This is the back side, while this is the front side. So it's just to cut it direct. So next thing to do now is to cover this with the same fabric you are using. You see how it's standing? You use the fabric the way it's stretching this way. Then you place it, trim it out, and tack it at the back. That is how I got this. You see the way I tack it round. So what you do now is to place it. This is the down part, this is the back side, while here is the front side. Finally center, this is the middle. You measure out 1 inch here. You place it, making sure that it's at the center of it. Then you pin it. You go to the down part, look for the center, place it, and pin. The same thing applies to the side, all part of it. Place it, pin this side and this side. So the next thing you do is to sew. Make sure your sewing will be at the peak of the fabric. As you fold, sew it round at the peak. Round. Once you sew it, there is nothing that will make it pull or make the foam tear or anything. So after doing it, next thing you do is to the other part of it. After doing it, you do is just to do the same thing to this one. Place it. Turn this one, place it front to front. As you place it, you after gumming this one, you still put this one. Then sew here, join here. Now I have sewn this side and this side, which is the front and the back crotch. So what we do now is to open it this way. But before you do, you can do the hemming first. Hem it first, then after then you now sew the under. There you are. Here to this side. So now I am done making it. So you can see it. This is the hip side. You can see it inside out. Now I'll go and overlock here and here. Put the band and we are done. So thank you for watching. And if you want to learn how to pad hip and butt together, just be in touch. Very soon I will inform you when I'm going to do it. It's going to be a free streaming class, online class, free. I will teach you step by step to the end on how to draft it, cut it, make it. You can make it as tight, you can make it for skirt and gown. Thanks for watching. See you next time.